Hello everyone. So let's start the video. And in this video, uh, this was the second lecture. This is the second lecture. Okay. So in the previous lecture, I just demonstrate you the folder structure. Now in this video, I will show you how we can create a project. Okay. Also, I will explain you what are the benefit of React Native 0.82. Okay. So in the if you are trying for an interview or interview preparation, or in future, if someone asks you like what is the benefit of 0.82 version of React Native, so you just tell me whatever I am telling you. So let's start that video. So firstly, if you go to the React Native website, you just search React Native. Okay, and then you just click on that get start button. Over there you can see in that gray drop down, you just click on that gray drop down. Okay, and yeah, click on that get start without a framework. Okay, we did not need expo. I in other video I will explain you the expo related video. I will create a new playlist, but in that playlist I will create a project using CLI. So after clicking on get start, you just see this command. Okay, so you can use this one also to clear your previous package. Okay, so let's start do this one quickly. Okay, so firstly open your terminal, and whenever you need to create your project, just go there and just create it. So I am going to my desktop. Okay, over there just paste this command, which was the first one, which is the first one, this one. Okay, so in that you can see over there the warning message. If you have previously installed a global React Native CLI package, so it will be removed. This command will remove that global previous command, and the command is React Native gcli @ or then React Native community /CLI. You will see it is up to date. Now you have to copy this command, paste it, and the last you will see the awesome project, which is your project name. So I'm just clearing that one and give to the name. I'm writing the name will be structure. Okay, so you can see the first one will be the capital. We are using camel casing. Okay, similarly you also have to use camel casing. So React Native and then structure. After and then enter it. It will take few time. So in the meanwhile I will quickly explain what are the new features in React Native 0.82. Okay, so like previously we are using legacy pair in 0.81 0.80. So in previous version we are using legacy architecture. What does mean by the legacy architecture? So in the legacy architecture we are using a bridging method to communicate React Native to the native module. Okay, okay, so it is created. So let me first explain you what are the benefit of this one a 0.82. So as I said, it is we are using a legacy architecture in previous version. So in the legacy means that we are using the bridge structure. Okay, so if you want to click a button, so that button click communicate with your native Android and iOS using bridging method, which is very slow as compared to the recent release. Okay, so in that recent release we does not using that legacy architecture. Because of that our code will be much like cleaner. Okay, and much faster. this was the first point. The second point I will quickly explain in a few seconds. So first I'm just opening my VS Code and open folder. So I created in the desktop side, and my project name will be React Native Structure. Now you have to open your terminal. After that terminal, you just do what you have to do: npx react native run android. Okay, so now it is taking time, so meanwhile I will explain the second point. Okay, so meanwhile I will explain you the second point. So in the second point, hmm, so in the second point, so in that architecture we are using a JavaScript interface. Okay, so it has like few points. So you can tell your interview that in the recent version of React Native 0.2 there is a concept of JSI. Instead of bridging, they created a JSI interface. So in that JSI interface, the module directly communicating with our native module. Okay, there is no need of bridging. This was the first point. Second point will be the fabric. Okay, so fabric in the sense, one second, let me, I have written some definition so you will understand it. So in the fabric, like it is a modern rendering system. So whenever you are using your flat list, so you are rendering your component, right? So the fabric is a modern way to render your component, enable more efficient coordinate between JavaScript and native code, and the smooth animation and the frame dropping. Okay, and it will complex, it handle the more complex UI. So these are the things which is covered in the fabric module. Okay, let me check. Okay, so also there is a concept of turbo module. In that 0.2 they added a turbo module. So using this turbo module, the name like turbo, what does mean? Like name suggests that turbo means like fast. Okay, so previously in the legacy architecture, whenever you are opening your camera, so they are taking some permissions, and they are also getting some space, unnecessary space. Because of that unnecessary space, the when the camera is open, it takes some memory, also takes some time. Okay, but now in that turbo module, uh, they added the lazy loading module. Okay, they added the lazy loading. So because of that lazy loading, only those necessary data will be loading, unnecessary data will not load. Okay, so because of that, everything is not loading, only necessary things is loading, and our application will be fast, our storage will be less consuming. Yeah, so this is the point. And the fourth point will be the hammer's one. It is still like in the experimental, but as I read in the documentations, so what does mean by hammer's? First we want to know this. Okay, so in iOS you have seen a various a word like hammer's, and if you are running your project, so sometimes you get a error which is hammer's error. Like you see a word hammer's, so they just increase like still in the experimental mode, but they like increase it little bit their speed. So because of that, the bundle loading time will be decreased and our app will be more optimized. Okay, so in iOS they increase 9% and in Android they increase 3%. So overall, like 7.5% they have optimized our cameras. And the last, not the least, but they created they also added the React Native React.js latest version. Let me show you. So if you go to the package JSON, so React, okay. So you will see over there they added the latest version, longs LTA support React version in that React Native. So this was the second point, the like point you have to tell your interviewer. And the last, they also added like optimize the DOM API DOM. So previously when we are calling a API, so they we have like few limitations. So they just increase that DOM one. Okay. So these are the things which is added in React Native 0.2 version. Now I'm firstly quickly run the project in Android side. So you will see in Android it like completed. Now I'm going to my iOS folder, doing pod install. Okay, taking some time. Okay, you will see over there hamres. Okay, they increase it. And I'm just typing cd dot dot xcdios to open the Xcode. Okay, Xcode workspace. Over there you just see target my device iPhone 17 and then run it. So yeah, so in the today video, if I conclude the video of today, so in the today video I will explain what are the new features are available in 0.82 version. And also I just created a project, dummy project. Later on I will create a folder, okay, according to our folder structure which will we have discussed in chapter 1. Okay, this is our chapter 2. So I only created a project and explain you the benefits of React Native 0.82. So in later version, like in chapter 3, I will create a full folder structure. So thanks for the watching. The iOS will be like running. Okay, so we did not wait for the iOS running. You can do your own. So thanks for the watching. We will meet in the next lecture.